All right. No Filter MMA family, welcome back to a live discussion. I am here live with, of course, my boy Taylor from One Up MMA and my boy Brandon from MMA Freaks, one of the most successful Facebook MMA discussion groups on Facebook. So, most definitely check those guys out. But we got some talk coming to you guys. A lot of things have happened here in the last couple of weeks, guys. We haven't been on, but it is what it is. We back tonight. What's up, fellas?
Not a whole lot.
Just fucking
Taylor.
living the dream.
Ready for more fights?
Dude, way more fights. Definitely
The
ready.
rest of the year,
Dude, the rest of the year is stacked. The
it
rest.
is.
So we
Even
are.
the fight nights.
Yeah, dude, the fight nights are kicking off, man. Let's start off with let's see. What was the first card we had? Was that the tough
Oh
ultimate?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
surprised
talk
you don't
about.
want to talk about Colorado.
Oh man, what the we'll
Hey.
touch on Colorado. We'll touch on Colorado. But man, the Ultimate Fighter finale, man, it turned out to be a pretty decent card. What you guys think about that card?
From what I watched, it was solid.
I only watched like half of it and I fell asleep. But I didn't fall asleep because it was boring. I fell asleep because I worked 14 hours and I stayed up until it was on. I only made it through the first like three fights.
How about Dana White saying Usman could beat Jumping and Colby for a title shot?
I think he's saying that just so Kobe will ease up on the negotiations and accept whatever offer they have.
They should fight it out.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I'd like to see Usman and Covington.
That's a
you
tough
guys
one
don't
to pick.
you guys don't think that Covington should fight Tyrone Woodley?
I
I
think
mean,
both of them lose to Woodley.
oh yeah, yeah. So I don't think it matters which one fights, and they're both going to get destroyed. But I think Kobe deserves. I mean, Kobe beat RDA first. It was for an interim title.
He
Regardless of
deserves it.
how bullshit the titles are, he still won it. He still was said that he was next, and he's been waiting longer than Usman.
And beating a little better quality opponents.
So speaking of Woodley versus Covington, what do you guys think about Woodley's post when he said challenge me to a
Oh yeah, the $10,000 per takedown.
So many people are getting the wrong idea about that.
that's why I brought you guys on tonight, so you guys can tell me exactly what tell me how it's supposed to be, fellas. Drop that knowledge.
Go ahead, Brendan.
Man, I just sick of people saying that he only wants to do that because he knows Covington's a better wrestler than him. There is no actual proof of that.
Yeah, no,
There's
really not.
hearsay. You know how training camps are.
I just think Tyrone Woodley wants to give him those hands, man. That's what I think.
He does. I wish he could.
I mean, because Covington ain't gonna be able to. He ain't gonna be able to keep up with that, man. He can't keep up with that.
No,
I mean,
so I thought Till was going to do a better job, and Woodley walked through him like it was nothing. He dropped. He dropped him. Tyron did.
I wouldn't want Tyron to knock him out in the first. I'd want him to piece him up for a little bit and punish him.
I want to see. And I wanted Tyron Woodley to punish Darren Till, which he punished Darren Till. But,
dude, he landed some massive ground and pound.
He
put shit out of him.
He punished Darren Till, but I want to see him punish Colby Covington because Colby Covington, he just talked too much, man. He talked too much junk.
And most of it's not even good.
Oh no, it's all corny.
He's had a couple good ones. Ben Ass Cream. I liked that one. Man, those two should fight it out. Those are my three least favorite welterweights would have to be.
You don't like Ben Ass?
No, I can't stand him as a person. What? I've met him way too many times. The dude is an absolute D-bag.
He's so cool. He's
funny. A D-bag. He was drunk at a bar and he sold some random 10-year-old's kids popcorn.
Good for him. He's a wild man.
He is. He does not care.
Well, we're gonna divert a little bit from Kamaru Usman, and we're gonna talk just a second about Ben Askren. What do you guys think about Robbie Lawler versus Ben Askren?
I think
real quick.
Interesting.
Robbie Lawler's going to get wrecked.
I can see it
What?
either. I can see him getting wrecked, but I also can see him wrecking.
He's going to have to catch Askren because Askren's just going to take him down and destroy him. And once he gets him down, Robbie Lawler's not going to be able to get up.
Yeah, but there's the thing. If he can get him down, Lawler's got solid takedown defense.
Put him
And
against the cage,
Askren just dives
gonna
in at
do it.
takedowns. If you look at Askren's career's highlights, they're not impressive.
No, but he's really good at one thing.
He's just
really,
relentless.
really good at that.
He's relentless with it too.
I think he beats Robbie Lawler. I think that's just stylistically. It's a
He either
terrible
lays
matchup
on
for
Robbie for 3 or 5 rounds, whatever it is, or gets knocked out in the first.
Well, it seems like this is the era for quote unquote washed up quote unquote washed up athletes to make that comeback. What do you guys think? Maybe we could see the best of Robbie Lawler.
Nah.
We can see the best of the old Robbie
He lost
Lawler.
his last fight, but
He also had his ACL torn in the first round.
Yeah, and fought 4 more rounds. Doesn't get enough credit
Right.
for that.
No, that was ballsy.
He had 23 minutes on a torn ACL, and he knew it was torn.
That's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we know from history that Robbie Lawler is one of the toughest outs.
Yes, he
in
is.
the welterweight division, and
he deserves mad respect.
So he can wrestle. I just don't know if he can wrestle at the level of Ben.
Yeah, he can wrestle, but I don't think it's on that level though. I don't think his ground game is, at least, but his takedown defense, that's to be determined.
Yes, that's all he's gonna need. So yeah, we'll see how good it really is.
Yeah, that's rough. But how good did Kamaru Usman look against Rafael dos Anjos?
He looked great for the most part.
I think and a lot of people are saying it's such a great win for Kamaru Usman, but I don't think it's such a great win for Kamaru Usman because I believe that
it's not the same.
Yeah, he's not who he
was. No,
155 RDA and RDA just getting up to the division and being on a winning streak like Colby did with him.
Yes, I think all that shit Colby talked to him and then just went out there and beat his ass, like really just fucked with his head.
It did. It got him mentally weak.
Colby Covington was in the right fight at the right time.
Yeah.
He definitely was. He talked his way to it and took advantage of it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good fight, but I just think RDA I think he should try his hand one more time at 155.
I think he's gonna. I think he should fight.
If the rumors are true, they're gonna make the
165, and then he'll be there. Ooh,
he'll go there.
Ooh.
What do you guys think about the 165-pound division?
Much needed.
Yeah.
I just don't like the way they went about doing to get it. Getting rid of 125, you will cost a lot of fighters a job.
That's okay. I mean, they're giving some of them the chance to move up. Not everyone, which sucks, but I mean,
I think everybody should have a chance to fight their way up.
They should have a tournament. They should have like a tournament.
Yeah, a big tournament, the whole weight class, and
look
top so many advance.
Joseph Benavidez is. They're gonna let him move up. They're let Jose Torres. And Jose Torres was a bantamweight champion in Titan FC.
He was a 2-weight champion.
Yeah, he doesn't get the opportunity to move up, but Joseph Benavidez, who's tiny.
Benavidez, just because he's won a lot of fights, just just moved up. But somebody who's only 1-1, young, and sells fights doesn't get a shot to fight.
Yeah, who actually won a championship at 35.
Right.
That guy doesn't get an opportunity to move up.
Benavidez is perfect for 125. He's going to be small for 35.
He's going to be small for 35. I was going to say the same thing. He was going to be
he
small.
looked good, though.
Yeah, he did. I was just going to say he looked good just the other night. I mean, he looked really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy that he fought was the one who just beat Shorty Torres.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he'll be, like I said, I think he'll be a little outsized and outpowered at 135, but we just got to kind of see how those chips fall. But I mean, are you guys willing to trade 125 for 165 though?
Oh, 100%. 100%. 165 is going to be the deepest division in the UFC.
Who do you guys see moving to 165?
I got
Kevin Lee.
Definitely.
Ooh,
And
Kevin
I
Lee.
think he could definitely be champ there.
Oh yeah, I love Kevin Lee.
I don't.
Kevin Lee is awesome.
Do you guys see Khabib going to 165?
Khabib, possibly, and same with Tony. But if I had to pick one, it would be Khabib.
Yeah,
I think Khabib should move to 165. I do. I think Khabib
I,
should.
we've talked about this before. Everyone
yeah,
calling Conor a bully at 145, but Khabib at 155 is the same thing.
It
It
is. You're
is.
right.
He's
You're
so
right.
much bigger and stronger.
Yeah,
I
and
hate all
Khabib.
this weight cutting.
Yeah, and it seems like weight cutting is it's either we have a lot of fighters lacking discipline or weight cuts are just running their course and getting harder as time goes. I mean, we
Then
got a lot of
especially the fighters that try to cut like 6 pounds the morning of weigh-ins. It's like, what are you doing?
yeah, yeah,
You should be at like 2, 3 pounds over at most.
yeah,
right, right.
Cut a little
Yeah,
earlier.
that's a thing that's going on right now. So they're saying that I know I've heard a couple of hints of rumors that there might be some shifting of some weight classes, um,
yeah, yeah,
possibly in the future of the UFC. So I don't know what that means, but for certain fighters like Khabib or Darren Till or those fighters or like Mackenzie Dern, the ones who have real trouble making weight.
yeah. So he should be every 10
Darn.
pounds.
he had to stay on Mackenzie Dern. Oh boy.
Ah, darn.
This is the
You
thing
can't
about this.
not.
This is the thing with Mackenzie Dern here lately. Macy Barber really does. Macy Barber is impressive. I understand Macy Barber with what she's trying to do. She's trying to become the next big thing in that division. She's
And
trying to
she
be.
has what it takes.
She's trying to become the next Mackenzie Dern. You gotta let
The
Mackenzie.
next Mackenzie Dern.
You gotta
What?
you gotta let Mackenzie Dern finish being Mackenzie Dern before you try to become Mackenzie Dern. I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
think she's trying to be just like Joanna.
She's annoying.
Yeah, she's
You
pretty.
know, I want to see her fight some legit competition.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm
From what
ready.
I've heard, she has definitely got a lot of potential behind her.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard.
she wins one fight against a nobody and starts calling out everybody.
Yeah, she should definitely
Uh-oh.
fight her way up, but that won't
Oh
happen.
no,
She'll
let,
get
let,
pushed
let her fight. Let her
fast.
fight Mackenzie. That bitch wants to talk shit. Give it to her. Let her know. Let her
Uh,
know. Let her know.
Taylor is wild with it. Oh
yeah,
boy.
he's just like feed her to the wolves.
Okay, so real quick on this card, I want to talk about Macy Chiasson versus Panny Kianza. How good did Macy Chiasson look from the Ultimate Fighter all the way through to the finale? I
No, I
mean,
didn't watch Tough.
you didn't watch stuff.
I
Okay, okay.
didn't get to watch it. I've been busy with work.
Well, Macy Chiasson shocked me 2 times, once during the season and once at the finale. The first time in the season when she shocked me is when she finished Leah Letson. That was
Leah's tough.
that was a shock, because Macy Chiasson, when she went into Tough was only like 2-0, and with Leah Letson being, she's had fights in Invicta. You know what I'm saying? She's more of she has more fights on her record, more experience than Macy Chiasson. And Macy Chiasson finished Leah Letson in the first round. So that right there was a
How did she
shocker.
finish
And
her?
then with knees,
Oh,
Oh shit.
knees to the liver, finished Leah Letson. And then on top of that, she goes to the finale and finishes Panny Kianzad, which Panny Kianzad has many fights in Invicta. Panny Kianzad is a top level fighter, but it was shocking to see the 2-0 underdog come out on top, especially with featherweights. So I'm curious to see how Macy Chiasson fits into this featherweight division with Megan Anderson and Chris Cyborg and now Leah Letson and Julia Stolarenko. So this division is also developing right along with the flyweight division. So I'm excited about that, guys.
it's finally moving.
Absolutely. Finally moving. Heck yeah. One more fight on that card. Antonina Shevchenko versus Ji Young Kim. What you guys think about that?
Typical kind of. Everyone thought that.
Yeah, I didn't
Everyone
really
said
I didn't
Shevchenko
watch it.
decision. We all kind of knew about it.
Is
I'm
it
not. I'm not real hyped about her.
about Antonina? Why's that?
I don't think she's good as her younger sister is because she's the big sister.
She
I just
is.
don't think she's as well rounded. She's
Ooh.
probably got better Muay Thai, but I don't think she's as
Ooh.
well rounded.
Oh, guys, okay. I mean, he doesn't believe that Antonina Shevchenko is as a Hey, a lot of people are believing that because they don't know
It's
much
true.
about Antonina. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll own up to it
to
if
an
I'm
ex-
wrong.
I mean, I see how you can see that, but because Valentina has way more MMA fights than Antonina, so
But
that's
we just
probably
haven't
one of the
seen we haven't seen her arsenal.
right, right, right,
She fairly well
right.
could be way better.
Yeah. So she gets the victory over Ji Yoon Kim, who missed weight by like 5 pounds, 4 pounds, and
that's
whatnot.
crazy.
Pathetic.
Antonina gets in there and dominates Ji Yoon Kim. And then the matchmakers put out this tweet saying of a possible matchup between Antonina Shevchenko and Montana De La
I
Rosa.
think
And
Montana beats her in a
Mont-
decision.
Montana De La Rosa says, "Where do I sign?" What do you guys think about someone like Antonina coming in who's so accomplished and fighting one of the flyweights from Tough who really don't get that much respect? Someone like Montana De La Rosa. What do you guys think?
I think Del Rosa subs her in like
I think
inside 2 rounds.
De La Rosa takes her down and beats her up for 3 rounds.
Ooh, oh, I'm gonna get y'all. Y'all, so y'all ain't gonna have to deal with this. I'm gonna have to deal with all this backlash from this group. I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with all of this.
Hey, just like you do in the group.
Hey, I guess so, man. Yeah, man. I think it's an interesting matchup for Montana. I think it's as much as I love
It's a
Montana.
good test for both.
Right, right. And I say it because Antonina is so accomplished in kickboxing and Muay Thai. That is going to be a challenge for Montana on the feet. Now, Montana has really good boxing. A lot of people sleep on that, but Montana De La Rosa has good boxing. What
It's
I'm excited,
decent.
I'm
It's there.
excited. I'm excited to see if Montana can get this fight to the ground and test Antonina's ground
That's
skills.
where I think she excels.
Most definitely. So I'm excited that this dude, y'all, this flyweight division is
It's
shooting.
starting to move too.
It's moving. It's big time moving. Most definitely. All
So
right,
now
so
here's my question
go
about
ahead.
Antonina though.
Go ahead.
When she won on Contender Series, she said she was going to be 135. Why is she at 125? They're not going to do a sister fight.
Yeah, well, I do know that Valentinas and Antonina both said that they would never fight each other. They would
Exactly.
never. They said they would never put their hands on each other. Um, I think that if that situation was to come about, I think they would do. And if Valentina was the champion and Antonina is number one contender, I think it'll be Antonina defending an interim belt. I don't think it would be. They would try to unify those belts unless one of them lost the belt. I just think it would be more
Two
of
belts in one weight.
yeah, pretty much two belts in one weight class. I mean, it's gonna have to be like that because if you have two fighters who Brady Greer, look who is in the building,
The
guys,
GOAT.
the
Like, oh,
goat. Guys, we are joined by one of the heads of another one of the heads MMA freaks, Mr. Brady Greer.
Go,
Uh-oh,
fellas.
what's going on, man? So what we
Talking
talking?
about Antonina.
We're talking about Antonina Shevchenko, where she stands in that division, and her possible matchup with De La Rosa. What you
My
think
bay.
about that, Brady?
My bay.
He said, "My bae."
I
What
Hey,
you think?
you seen what my email picture is, didn't you?
I
You
did
met
not.
Valentina.
Standing next to Valentina Shevchenko at UFC Fight Night Austin. Motherfuckers.
So what do you think about Antonina?
Oh man. I was expecting a little bit more from her. I wasn't too impressed with her performance. But I mean, could have been, first fight jitters in the UFC. I don't know. It
Yeah,
just
but
was.
she didn't look that impressive on Contender Series either.
That's true. Like I said, I just wasn't really too impressed with her
Yeah.
performance. I was expecting a little bit more from her.
So you think she's the lesser dominant of the two Shevchenkos?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Oh,
If that's what you're implying, yes, that's what
I
I.
implied it. I
Yeah,
full said it.
I'd have to agree.
uh-oh.
As of
Oh.
right now, I would have to agree.
As of right now, yeah.
Well, she's got a test in front of her. I mean, if she's
Well, Montana's not a joke.
yeah, if she's trying to get in there with Montana, if they're trying to put her in there with Montana De La Rosa, I mean, she's got a task in front of her.
Is there a date for that yet?
I think it's just rumors right now.
Just
Oh,
rumors, yeah.
oh, okay. That's an interesting fight. Yeah,
It is.
she could have a bad night, or that could be just a banger.
I see it as a banger.
Yeah,
I think Montana tries to test out her boxing and show the world what she's made of.
yeah.
Oof.
I think she might.
That's probably gonna be a hands. That's gonna be full hands combat there,
As
probably.
long as she doesn't take any knees.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
That's probably gonna be who
That's
fades.
the one thing she would have to worry about with the takedown attempts is eating a knee.
Yeah, that's
So
probably gonna be whose boxing fades first.
Yep.
yeah,
Better cardio.
because
Yeah,
Antonina's definitely going to try to keep it on the feet because that's where her and Valentina are the
yeah.
most comfortable.
Clinch.
Clinch, Muay Thai clinch, and on the feet. But Montana, if you notice, has a really good jab. She's really good at keeping the distance with her jab. She has a
Yeah.
lot of reach for to be
Yeah.
a wrestler. She has a pretty good reach.
Her feints are good too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But
Yeah,
Valentina has a better ground game, I'd say, out of the two. At least she has something. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Montana's better on the ground.
I mean to have a submission win over Juliana Pena. I mean,
Ah,
That
don't do
shit's
that to
huge.
me.
Yeah,
oh,
I don't think I
Don't
don't
do that to me.
The shit
I
was
don't think
nasty. She
I don't
locked
think
that
she
arm up.
wants to. I don't think she wants to go to the ground with her.
probably not. I mean, but how brave of Valentina to go to the ground with a bigger, stronger opponent and as accomplished as Juliana Pena and submit Juliana Pena. That's what I mean. Look, I gotta shake that out of my head, man. I can't think about that. I can't think about that. We're gonna move on, fellas, right quick. I want to see what do you guys think about Mark Hunt in his last fight, guys? Do you guys really believe this is his last fight?
No.
No, it's his last. It's his last UFC fight for sure. He's just fighting his contract out because of the lawsuit, and he's gonna go fight somewhere else.
He's unmotivated. He just doesn't care for the UFC anymore.
He hates him, and he's got the lawsuit. He just wanted to fight his contract out, so they couldn't. So because they had, so just as a fuck you to them, and then he's
Right?
just gonna go fight somewhere else.
Took
Yeah,
his money and he's just like, okay.
I think we're gonna see him in one.
Yeah, it'd be huge over in AJ.
I think I see him going to Risen.
That's a possibility too. Either of those two are probably
Probably.
If he
Risen.
want, it depends on how much he wants to fight. If he wants to fight like 3 times a year, then Ryzen for sure. But if he wants the opportunity to fight for more, then I think it'd be one. So it just depends on what Mark Hunt wants. Yeah, either
Looking
way,
Yeah.
at his last
it's gonna be
fight,
an
it doesn't
AJ.
look like he wants to fight too fucking
Yeah.
much because
Oh no, that fight was garbage. Like what the fuck?
I just don't think he cares with the
Yeah.
UFC.
It could be he probably just took a dive and didn't care it was his last
I wouldn't
fight.
say he took a dive. He
Well,
just
yeah, not
kind of,
I don't mean it
yeah,
like
He just kind of was like, whatever.
yeah.
right. He's like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care. Screw you guys.
Because if you noticed when he was fighting, I mean, he had his head down. He was. I mean, that's not the Mark Hunt we know.
Well, then
Yeah.
again, guys, it might be past Mark Hunt's time.
Well, yeah, he's what 42, 43.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not a young guy.
It might be past Mark Hunt's time. Mark Hunt's he's an old fella. I mean, he's an old fella.
The only way I see him moving on fighting is if he needs the money because I don't think I don't think his head's in it anymore. Now, if he needs the money, he'll probably fight, somewhere like One or Risen if he needs the money.
His head hasn't been in it since Brock Lesnar.
That could be, I don't know.
Everyone can accuse Lesnar all he wants of those roids and whatnot. Even if he wasn't on roids, the result would have been the same.
Oh, Brandon, you know he sticks for that.
He probably is on roids or was.
Got that needle in his
Who?
ass.
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know when Brock Lesnar's not on steroids.
I don't think he is right now because I heard he was trying to get back into the UFC.
Yeah, well, fuck.
And he lost a lot of weight,
They said
right?
that the first time, and he's still pissed hot. Fuck him.
He did. But you also look at then versus now. He was still huge, and now he's kind of like flab.
He's
I
got
want
that.
DC to beat the shit out of him.
He's got that. He's got that Arnold Schwarzenegger body.
Yep.
He's got that needle in the refrigerator.
Always ready.
On ice, baby. On ice. Well, how good did well, you still gotta give your props to Justin Willis though. Justin Willis,
I mean, he didn't care who he was facing. He went out there and did business.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give that to him, man. But Tai Tuivasa taking his first loss, guys, and claiming it was an early stoppage. What do you guys think?
It was not an early stoppage. It could be a great fighter, in my opinion. If he could fight more technical.
Yeah, he's just going in guns blazing and just.
He doesn't have the power. He thinks he's Mark Hunt.
Yeah, he's just going in gun blazing.
His ground game is trash.
Yeah, he was landing good shots on JDS, but
JDS being the veteran and seasoned veteran that he is,
staying calm.
Yes, and just waiting on Ty to make the wrong move, and he
blasted him.
Yeah,
twice.
He made the wrong move. Yeah, he did.
He gave him the salt and the pepper.
Yep.
But your heart has to ache a little bit because Tuivasa was on the rise. He was on the rise.
I like Tuivasa.
He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back.
He will
be. The undefeated Aussie. I mean, at least he was doing something for Australia. Because the only person that's doing something for Australia is Robert Whittaker. Because Megan Anderson got out there and got her ass whooped. So
Tyson Pedro, I feel bad for him though.
Oh, I know.
He got TKO'd, but it wasn't even like the punch dropped him.
He had it, and then he fucking tries to take him down, and then he fucked his leg up.
Yeah, his knee just gave out.
Like, what the fuck, Tyson? Finish the job, don't take him down.
It's an old Shogun. Come on.
He beat his ass.
Shit, he almost knocked fucking Shogun out like 3 times in the first round.
What the fuck he was doing?
But
Mauricio still got heart.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's still in it.
He's still in it, man. He is still.
OSP rematch.
I know, right?
Fuck! He almost got knocked out like 3 times.
Did anyone catch the fight on the prelims? The guy from the Ultimate Fighter, Kai Kara France.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but I heard the result.
He fought Anthony Pettis' boy, right?
Yeah, Elias Garcia.
Oh yeah, man. That fight was crazy.
What a banger!
Garcia's no joke. Awesome.
He did not look that good on the Ultimate Fighter.
No.
I mean, he just
some time off did him some good.
Obviously, because Kai Kara France looked amazing.
Dude's a beast.
And I hate that the flyweight division is going away because
you'd like to see where he would be going.
But I'm pretty sure they're not going to let him fight this close to disbanding the division without giving him a shot at 130.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they have to, especially with just signing him and winning like that.
Right. Yeah, they got to give him something, man, because that guy put on a hell of a performance. He beat the shit out of Elias Garcia, man.
So was the scorecards kind of correct then? 30-25s and 30-26s?
Yeah.
Those, I mean, especially the third round was a 10-8 round. So
he dominated. That kid was just looking for submissions off the ground the whole time, but he was getting his ass beat the entire time.
The entire time.
Like how that kid made the decision, like I'll never know because he should have went out.
He should have went out a couple times.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He should have went out a couple times. Well, guys, those are the 2 cards that we had this past weekend. We're gonna move on. We're gonna talk a little bit about UFC 231, the monster.
Ooh, here we go.
The monster that is approaching us. I mean, all the way from the early prelims to the prelims to the main card. We have some standout fights that I kind of want to touch on. I want to get my boys' opinion on it. Brad Katona from the Ultimate Fighter is fighting Matthew Lopez. What do you guys think about Brad Katona and he's stepping up the bantamweight as well. So, what do you guys think about him?
That guy's a prick.
He is.
Wow.
That's what
Man,
you
I
get.
tried to get an interview with that guy, and I thought he acted like he had a fuck like his shit didn't stink, man.
That's what you're gonna get when you get Brady, y'all. You're gonna get brute honesty.
Yep.
Hey, say I don't sugarcoat nothing. No,
And you shouldn't.
he's a good fighter. I mean, I'll give him that, but I just think he's fake, and I'm not into fake people.
It'll be an interesting fight. Lopez is tough.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an interesting fight for sure. I mean, you got Brad Katona. I mean, he's pretty well rounded. He's got the stand up. He's got the ground game. Uh, so I mean that's like getting a coin and tossing it up and see where it lands.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that fight.
That whole card is fucking stacked from top to bottom.
Top to fucking bottom. We're
all
gonna go
the way to side to top.
yeah. We're
North,
gonna go
south, east, and west.
No south and northeast.
There you go.
We're gonna move up to the women's flyweight division. We got in the prelims. We have this is an important fight.
I'll take Katona though.
I probably pick Katona too on that fight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Lopez.
Ooh.
I'll probably eat my words, but
that's different. Me and Brandon disagree on a fight.
It is very rare.
Women's flyweight, very important fight. This is probably the number one contender fight, and that's Katlyn Chookagian versus Jessica Eye.
Ooh,
so,
that is under the radar. I'm gonna go Jessica Eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jessica Eye.
I'm going Eye as well.
A lot of people sleep on. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Jessica Eye because
especially at 25.
Because of the hype behind Katlyn Chookagian.
She was rated number 1 in the world at 125 while fighting at 135 in the UFC.
Yeah.
Do you think she's number 1 in the world now?
No, she's not number 1 in the world now. But I mean, people sleep on Jessica Eye. Look at the people who Jessica Eye fought. Jessica Eye she never had an easy road at bantamweight. I mean, she fought Miesha Tate. She was beating Miesha Tate.
She's fought everybody.
She's fought everybody. Jessica Eye's fought everybody. So with that kind of experience coming down to 125 and Katlyn Chookagian, I mean, I think
the bigger woman.
I think the hype was around.
Well, they're both 135ers originally.
They wanted Chookagian to fight they wanted Chookagian to fight Valentina for the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Backup plan.
Yeah, so they were really like pushing Katlyn Chookagian. How do you guys think this fight goes? Because Jessica Eye has really good stand up, and Katlyn Chookagian has a tendency to get bored.
Eye decision. I could see her beating her up with boxing or wrestling.
I say
her wrestling's solid.
Yeah, it is.
I say TKO second.
For Eye?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Eye's got pretty good ground and pound, so that could happen.
TKO or sub second.
Interesting.
Well, the winner of this fight could possibly fight the winner of could either fight Sarge Eubanks because Sarge fought Roxanne.
I think that should be the fight to prove if she can make weight.
Here we go with this shit again.
Brady knows what's up.
She could either fight Sarge Eubanks
Why doesn't she just fight at featherweight, man?
Say what?
Why doesn't she just move up to featherweight?
I don't know. She's a big freaking.
She's too big.
She will be severely undersized at featherweight or bantamweight, though.
She's too big though for 135.
She's like Sarge Eubanks.
How many times did she miss weight in tough? 27.
You never miss weight in tough. Just at the
finals, yeah.
Just the finale.
No, I thought she missed weight twice.
No, she just had troubles cutting.
Oh, was it? I
don't think she missed besides the finals.
I swore it was the quarterfinals or the semifinal. No, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought it was.
Either way, she is a big chick. If she can make weight next fight, I'll give it a shot. But
yeah, I mean, I got no problems with her. I just want to see her make.
I have an issue with her.
Healthy and see what she can do.
Uh-oh, what's your issue, Brandon? What's your issue?
For once, I'm sticking up for Ben Askren.
Oh,
Yeah. Fucking right.
Go
He
ahead, let's
called her
hear it.
out on missing weight, and she threw a little bitch fit.
She totally missed weight. Like I was
That
like,
was funny though. I did like that from both eyes.
I told you, BJ, she wasn't gonna make weight.
yeah, you told me, man.
At
I told you
least
not to
BJ could admit it.
I told
You
you not
told
to worry about it. She ain't even gonna make weight.
she didn't make weight. She did not make weight. When that was kind of sad, man, because she could have been fighting for the belt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she could have been fighting Valentina for the belt, and she
These,
missed weight.
these fighters need to take this shit more seriously, man.
I think she wins that fight with making weight. She's next in line.
But I don't really blame the fighters, man. To be honest with you, I blame the UFC because they're depleting these fighters. I mean, they're making these fighters cut all this in weight, right? Right down to the final second. I'm just surprised we don't see a lot of fighters, with their organs and their liver just shut.
I blame it on both.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you got to have your diet in check.
Yeah, and you got to start it. You got to plan that all out. I think more fighters should cut weight earlier.
Somebody in the group ended up an interesting thing. Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
go ahead, man. Go ahead, get it out.
I think it's actually a good idea to have a 125, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 205. And
I don't know about 95, but other than that, I agree. Or maybe put something in between light heavyweight and heavyweight.
yeah, maybe like a cruiser.
225.
What would they call that? A cruiserweight?
Yeah.
Or catch weight. Well,
Or catchweight. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I just think they got to do something. I mean, I heard they're gonna do a 165.
Yeah.
What did somebody say something the other day that they were? Was it Ben Askren?
No, it's Josh Thompson.
Oh God, he shouldn't talk either.
Said they were trying to do that for a title fight or something for the 165 title.
Who?
I don't remember who said it or who was fighting, but somebody was supposed to be fighting for the 165.
it was supposed to be Dustin Poirier and Nate Diaz.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nate Diaz said, "Put that bullshit out there."
Nate don't want no title fights. I don't know why. He had a title fight offer versus Eddie Alvarez, and I think he would have smoked Eddie.
Like a pack of cools.
And he declined that fight because he wasn't getting paid enough.
He want that Conor money.
I get that he wants money, but a title brings you money. And a lot of it.
Yeah, but you have to defend it all the time and fight.
Yeah, you just got to be on a pay-per-view. That pay-per-view is your key. Defend it once a year. Defend it once a year for all I care. At least defend it. Be better than Conor.
They'd rather smoke weed.
Right?
What'd you say, Taylor? What'd you say, Taylor?
Yeah, he won't do that shit.
No, he won't.
You have
but
to fight too much.
Right? I mean, he could defend it once a year, I'm sure, and get away with it.
Fuck no.
I think
I think he could.
A champion should at least defend their belt twice.
2 times. I agree, but some don't even defend it. We're not going to go with who. There's plenty of fighters.
If you can't defend your belt twice a year, fucking take it away and give it to the next one.
So that's why they have a replacement for Max, because he can't defend his belt because he keeps missing weight.
Yeah, Ortega's pretty worried about
that. I kind of do want Max. I want Max to make weight, but yet I don't. I want to see Max versus Ortega, but I want to see a rematch between Moicano and what's his nuts? I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
Ortega, yeah. I kind of want to see Moicano versus him again. That rematch.
I just got a real deep down feeling in my gut, man.
Oh no!
If they both make it to the fight, something is telling me that Max Holloway will beat Brian Ortega.
I think he does.
If Max makes it to that fight healthy, he's going to his boxing and his pressure is going to be too much for Ortega. He's going to win by TKO.
Here's the thing.
Like I don't see Holloway. I don't see Ortega beating Holloway. But I see Holloway beating Ortega.
I think I could see Holloway doing what Moicano did, just piece him up.
If Max makes it to that fight healthy, Ortega's getting an L.
I think Moicano is the toughest threat to the belt besides Aldo.
Brian Ortega has the tendency to take a lot of damage on the feet because
he does.
He took a lot of damage against Clay Guida. I thought Clay Guida was
and Cub Swanson.
Clay Guida was winning that fight.
Yeah, they both were. Cub too.
Yeah, then he pulled it out, and he pulled when it gets late, he gets desperate. He's fucking good, but
his desperate
measures work.
I don't think the Max is gonna get caught.
Nah, Max fight IQ is too good.
Brian Ortega's desperate moves are high
jumping guillotines.
That's how I got Moicano. Is he just wrapped his fucking neck up and just choked him? But Moicano was winning that fight too.
Yep.
And it seems like that. It seems like that for most of Ortega's fights, except his last couple. Now his fight
even against Frankie, though, he was getting boxed up for the most part.
Yeah, but he finished Frankie on the feet.
Man. Oh, he did. He did.
I mean, he finished Frankie on the feet. So
no discredit there.
That right there was a shocker to me.
I know. My jaw dropped.
That was ugly.
That was real.
That was a mini Francis versus Overeem.
It was fucked up.
I was thinking the same thing. A mini version of that. Well, speaking of Brian Ortega, let's talk about his girlfriend.
I don't know.
Claudia Gadelha.
Yeah. Are they actually a thing?
Oh, they're a thing.
I knew she liked him.
No, they definitely banged.
Wait,
I guarantee.
He made a post on Twitter. He made a post on Twitter that said, "I don't care if Claudia Gadelha's cardio sucks in the octagon, but in the bedroom, it's phenomenal." So, yeah, like Brian Ortega got them guts, man.
Oh, dude, he went in.
Full send.
My boy.
Respect.
She's fighting the famous mouth of Amanda Nunes. I
hope Claudia smashes her.
Claudia's gonna kill her.
I hope Claudia gets smashed now.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Nina Ansaroff can handle Claudia Gadelha, man. Claudia Gadelha is a beast.
For once, I agree with somebody's fighting ranking.
Well, fuck, if she could handle Ortega, I don't think Ansaroff can.
Well,
right.
I mean,
but I don't know. Ansaroff is also a lesbian, so she knows what she's doing.
Oh, and she's with Amanda.
Why'd you have to say it like that, man? She's with Amanda.
Just to think about it.
Yeah, she does all the talking. She talked Amanda Nunes into this cyborg ass whooping too.
Yes, she's gonna get murked.
I mean, Amanda Nunes let Nina Ansaroff talk her into that cyborg word.
Nunes is scared.
Cyborg finna work her over.
Oh God, the only chance Nunes has is on the ground.
There's two fights out there right now that I just want to smack motherfuckers. Okay, let me ask you a question. What makes you think these people in these groups thinking that Joanna's gonna be Valentina Shevchenko?
Whoa!
She's gonna get murked.
Whoa! I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead, Brady.
She lost to Rose twice. What makes you think she's gonna be Valentina?
This is the thing.
This is 10 pounds heavier.
This is a different
exactly.
Weight. This is a different
That's
weight.
Good for Val.
She's gonna get her with volume and pressure, just like Amanda Nunes did in the second fight. It's not gonna be exciting, but whatever gets me onto the belt, I'm fucking down for. Fuck Val.
I think she won't do anything to Val. I think Val's counter-striking abilities will be too much, and her grappling.
Yeah, she can't go to the ground. She goes to the ground, it's fucking over because Joanna's not hanging with Valentina on the ground.
No,
God no.
Hang with her on the feet. Either.
She's gonna. She can. I mean, like he said, forward pressure, but if she gets clipped.
Volume, but she
what if she gets clipped?
And it depends. Like this will test like how mentally fucked up she is from Rose. Is this fight right here?
Joanna,
was not impressed with her versus Tisha.
She's so.
I'll tell you, I'm not.
I thought she lost that fight.
I did too.
Super close. I don't like. They're saying she looked like the old Joanna, and I'm just like, when?
Right?
Like, what the
She's so
fuck?
focused
She
on
was trying to
getting.
get into brawls and everything. It was like, what?
She's
This
so
is what
focused
this
on
is what
getting that belt and her fame back that it's impeding her training. Man, I'm
So what does
telling
she do if she loses?
she
I
goes
think
back to
she said.
115.
You think she goes
She's
to
still the
115?
yeah, she's still the number one contender at 115.
You
So
know, she can't
you,
be
she'll
the
go
number
back.
one contender though because she's got 2 losses to Rose.
She'll go.
yes,
She's in her last 3. She's won 1, and one of those losses was a KO.
this is the thing about this fight that I've been trying to tell people, and nobody likes to listen. I get attacked
This
in these I get attacked in these Facebook groups when I say things like this. So I'm getting ready to say it here live right
Do it.
now. Joanna Jędrzejczyk is a big
hold on, get some
strawweight.
popcorn.
Oh
No,
yeah,
she's pretty big for that weight. I'll agree.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk is a big strawweight.
She's
Okay,
not huge, but she's
she's not
big.
huge. No, she's not. She's not Jessica Andrade. Like she ain't.
Oh God,
She's not weight
that's
bullying.
Taylor's Bay.
That's right, dude. I love that girl.
She's
She's a
not.
savage.
She's not weight bullying bitches.
God.
But this is the thing. You have a more. You have someone who at 125. You have a Joanna that's not cutting that much weight. Okay. You have a Joanna that can actually put on some muscle instead of having to shred all the pounds and the muscles that she's built up in a training camp to make 115. You have a Joanna that has muscle. You have a stronger Joanna.
But that might also slow her down carrying around that extra weight.
Well, 125 is the class I think Joanna should fight at anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
You know, so I think that it's not the same Joanna that we've seen. We've never seen Joanna MMA at 125. So it's kind of a question mark on what we're going to expect. I'm just hypothesizing what I think is going to be like.
You're not necessarily wrong. It's just look at who Val's fought and the weight difference between
Facts.
that.
Facts. That's facts. That's a
Okay,
fact.
think about it like this. Put Joanna in the ring with Nunez. How does she fare?
I think that if Joanna was, if size wasn't an issue with Joanna versus Amanda, I believe that it would be a similar fight to Valentina and Amanda, only because Amanda is weary of a good striker. Like if you look at,
she's more patient.
yes, because if you look at Amanda when she took the belt from Misha, she wasn't hesitant at all to go in and piece up Misha.
She knows she's got bombs. She doesn't have that great of striking. It's just the power.
Yes. So,
but how's she gonna deal with getting hit too with more power?
That's what I'm saying.
She does not like to be hit.
Right. So now you have someone like Joanna Jędrzejczyk or her. Let's talk about her real opponent, Cyborg, who has really good striking. Amanda's not going to be so game to go in and just pow pow.
I'm curious to see if Amanda tries to go for a takedown.
Well, Yana was able to get a takedown against.
Exactly, but that was from the clinch.
Right. So I wonder.
Cyborg's got a decent clinch game.
And Amanda Nunes is probably not going to try to engage in the clinch or on the ground with Cyborg because that'll drain that gas tank.
Oh, yeah. She's got a gas issue. Everyone says she doesn't.
She does.
Body shots? Oh.
And the only reason she didn't gas out in that second Valentina fight,
she was patient. that was a shitty fight. I never say that, but
I mean, I think it was because they didn't engage in any clinching. It was all striking, pretty much.
Who was that? Yankola, that last chick, Cyborg.
Yana Kunitskaya.
Oh yeah,
Yana Kunitskaya.
She took that fight on like 2 weeks' notice or something.
Right? She exposed Cyborg a little bit.
She took her back.
Yeah,
she did. She muscled up Cyborg too.
Nunez may just try to hit her with something real quick and shoot in for a double or a single and get her.
But that's the thing. Will she do that because of how much wrestling affects the gas tank?
Well, she's gonna have to do something because she knows
she is. She tries to brawl. I don't think that goes well for her.
Right. So she's gonna have to try something different because she already done seen what a girl did to her on the ground.
I'm gonna give Nunez the first round. After that, it's all over.
If Nunez can get her on the ground, we could be talking about a huge upset here.
Just a slaughtering.
Because Cyborg is susceptible to she is susceptible to submission. It's just that nobody's able to get her to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Because she hasn't faced that real grappling threat and with a good striker.
That last chick she fought was the only one that was able to get her there.
I mean, come on. Aspen Ladd went 3 rounds with her. Not Aspen Ladd, but Tanya Evinger.
Yeah.
Tanya Evinger. And she said, and I did an interview with Tanya Evinger after that fight, and Tanya said that she believes Cyborg was greasing in that fight.
Oh,
because she said that because Tanya Evinger said, she said I did exactly what we trained for. She said I struck my way in. She said, and as soon as when Tanya said when she took Cyborg down, she said Cyborg slipped right out of her grasp in the first round. So, in the first round, first half of the first round, you shouldn't really be sweating that much.
Not unless you're abnormally sweaty, which is, I know a few people like that, so that's possible. But
that's possible, yeah. But she said
not likely.
She said as soon as she grabbed the underhooks, Cyborg slipped right out. And so she said she didn't have anything after that because that was her game plan. So I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if that's true or if Cyborg is just that slick. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm looking forward to that fight as well. Also,
she possibly probably knew that was coming as well.
Say what?
She possibly knew that was coming as well.
Right.
Just maybe she was just that sneaky, but you could be right now that I'm thinking about it.
Nobody really knows except for those two.
Replaying the fight in my head, she did kind of slip out of there pretty slick like.
Yeah. So. Right. And Tony Evans, she said it. She was like, I had her. She said I had a grip on her, and she just.
Evanger's fucking shit. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Well, then you also have So tell me, guys, how do you guys see the Joanna and Valentina fight playing out?
Valentina decision.
Do you guys see it going 5? Or tell me what you think. Go ahead, Brandon.
I got Val decision. I think her counter striking will be too much, or she takes it to the ground and does what she needs to.
Go ahead, Taylor.
It's going to be Joanna by decision with pressure and volume. In and out. I don't think it's going to be the most exciting fight, but she's going to get in and out, land some combos, and just chase her down the entire time. Joanna by decision.
What you think, Brady?
I don't think he's here at the moment.
There he is, Brady.
There he is.
Brady, how do you see that Joanna and Valentina fight going?
Valentina Shevchenko TKO 3rd round.
Oh boy!
Bold.
Can y'all see the screen?
Yes.
Y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure y'all seen that.
That face ain't gonna be that pretty.
I just wanted to. I just wanted to put that.
As long as that belt's still there, I don't care.
I just wanted to put that out there just to let y'all know how I'm feeling about this fight. You know what I'm saying? I just think JJ can pull it off. I think there might be a little bit too much hype on the Shevchenkos. Like I don't want to bash the Shevchenkos because those are hardworking girls and they've proven it. I mean, Valentina has definitely proven herself in the UFC. And I give all props to Valentina as a fighter. She's a fantastic fighter, no doubt. She ran from that Misha smoke though. But that, what I'm saying? Like, she's a great, 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 great fighter. But I just see
she beat Nunez.
I just see Joanna Jędrzejczyk coming out with the victory.
I don't see it. I think she's massively undersized.
I think she beat Nunez. I think she should be champion anyway already.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
it's possible. She did.
It's possible. I mean, I saw her winning that fight.
I did too.
I saw her winning the first fight.
I did too.
I mean,
I gave the first fight to Nunez simply because I don't think Shevchenko did enough in the first round.
Right.
She kind of got beat up in the first round of that fight.
Well, she really got beat up in the second round. And then Shevchenko beat Nunez up in the third. I thought the first round was...
It was like a round and a half each.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I think the first half of the first round went to Nunez and the second, or vice versa.
I just think that
I just think
Amanda's
she's not walking away without a belt this time. She's already had it in her sights a couple of times and has come up short.
And never won.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna walk out of that locker room.
Taylor is
He
wow.
does make a point.
Yeah,
Taylor
Never
is
won.
that
so
is.
Never
wow.
won a UFC championship fight. You want to have. Fuck
True,
out of here with this
true.
shit.
Well, technically she did. She just didn't get the judges to say it.
So
Well,
then
Well,
what
that
do
might play an effect mentally.
Yeah, Joanna's been there.
I doubt it will, but it could.
Joanna knows that pressure of that. Valentina's fought for the belt once, but Joanna's defended that belt many times over.
But how
So
is she gonna feel again for challenging for a belt and not defending?
I guess we're gonna find out this Saturday, man. I guess we're gonna have to find out this Saturday. But my pick goes for Joanna Young J Chet. Now, boys, tell me. Now
I
tell
think
me.
she's gonna be off like Ronda Rousey after Saturday. Curtain's gonna be drawn. You're gonna hear from her for about 2 years.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we know who Brady's picking. So guys, give me that breakdown on the Holloway
Where Ronda fine ass at?
Ortega.
The balls were hot.
I know, right?
Where Joanna gonna be? He could be hiding in a room somewhere.
Or either she gonna be hiding in the room somewhere, or she gonna be in front of somebody's microphone talking a lot of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, in front of somebody's microphone talking about how she came short again.
So, saying she won the fight when she clearly lost, lying about tapping to strikes.
She tapped.
Who taps the strikes?
She tapped the. She
Not
did
many.
tap the strikes though. Rose just rung a bell one
She
time.
pulled a Conor McGregor.
Rose,
Kind of didn't tap to strikes.
No, but he
tapped
like,
to
he taps like chicken.
yeah.
He taps like
And
chicken.
he doesn't have any submission defense.
He taps like chicken. Like he don't even wait. He don't even wait. He just like, get me out of here.
like he panics. He
Mama.
But he needs to take a lesson out of Leah Letson's book, because if anyone's seen Leah Letson on the finale, when Julia Stolarenko had that rear naked choke sunk in,
yes,
Letson fought her ass out of that fucking rear naked choke.
You can't, yeah.
But did you guys notice there for a second she thought about tapping for a second?
She did, yeah, I saw that.
She took her hand down and she gave a thumbs up, but she thought about it for a second, but she said, "No, ain't no way this is happening."
She realized where she was.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Leah Letson for the dominant. And guys, real quick,
I'm gonna have her for an interview here pretty soon.
Man, I'm telling you, she's the best person to interview out of everyone that I've interviewed. She's probably one of the best. And I'm gonna make this point about Leah Letson, though. Leah Letson throughout the Tough Show complained a lot about the training that she was getting.
I think she just had a crush on Kelvin Gastelum.
She definitely had a crush on Kelvin Gastelum. But she said that the difference between her last fight and the fight on the finale was her training camp, her coaches, her training regimen. I mean, Leah trains 3 to 5 times a day.
Do you think it was the training, or do you think it was the language barrier?
I think it was a combination of both. I think it was a combination of her not understanding and grabbing all those tips from what they were telling other fighters, and to Robert Whittaker's lackadaisical style of training. Like, he's very laid back. Leah's used to being very aggressive, and she said that was what the difference was. She got back to being herself. So, guys, we have a featherweight division. We have a featherweight division.
I want to see Cindy Danois still come to UFC and not fight freaking juicers.
I want to see Cindy Danois. I want to see Alicia Spencer. I want to see Julia Budd. I want to
Julia Budd.
I want to see. I want to see McFarden.
Yeah, I want to see Pam Bam Sorensen. I want to see all of them.
I want to see more of Megan Anderson.
Well, she's got Kat Zingano in front of her.
I think she loses that fight.
That's no easy fight for anyone.
Holly out-grappled her.
Out-grapple who?
Megan.
Oh my God! Don't mention it.
I
Jesus,
know. I was upset too. But
Taylor,
what's
can you
Kat gonna do to her?
Taylor? Can you
What's
believe
that?
that Holly Holm with her garbage ass got in there,
Her
Oh, I
garbage
know,
ass.
got in there and beat up Megan Anderson like that, man?
dude. That first round, I was feeling good, and then they just got sad.
Yeah, first minute, I was like, okay.
Dude, Megan Anderson cracked Holly, and
Uh,
Holly can take a
Twice. Elbow and a knee.
How do you say that again?
Megan.
Oh, I thought that's how you said.
It's spelled Megan, but it's Australian pronunciation.
oh my, and she's such a stickler about that too.
Oh, she is.
Megan Anderson is borderline annoying.
Her
I mean,
pictures of her training are so weird. She posts a picture of her triangle coaching her coach flipping off the camera.
Oh, somebody do something with her, please.
no, Megan, you need to be focused. You need to be paying attention.
She needs less social media.
Yes,
I think Zingano finna teach her a lesson.
I think Zingano finishes her on the ground.
Oh,
I don't think Zingano is gonna test the waters with that striking.
Oh no.
I think Zingano is gonna go straight in for the takedown, man, because
Yep.
that strike she don't want no parts of that power, man. Because Megan's got power.
yeah.
Holly's got pretty good striking, and she didn't even want to test it after she got hit.
She got hit one time and was like, "Oh nope, 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 nope."
Game plan. There was a game plan.
I'm going for those toothpicks. I'm going for those toothpicks legs.
I gotta go to church.
You getting off?
What? No, I was talking, but she felt that power and said she gotta go to church.
Oh.
Laying and praying, baby. Laying and praying.
Hey, you do what you got to do to win a fight, though.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, real quick, let me get y'all thoughts on how this Holloway Ortega fight gonna go.
Holloway decision.
Holloway decision.
I got Holloway, but like TKO in the third.
If it would be a TKO, it would be the fourth or the fifth.
Oh,
For me.
I had originally planned it for the fourth, but
Same.
I'll go decision.
I will too. I'll give Ortega the credit he deserves.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
He deserves it. He's a tough son of. But if he gets hit though with a bunch of strikes, he might go down.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If Max Holloway comes into this fight with no health issues, his weight cut goes good, and there's no problems, Ortega about to have problems.
Because I would say Max fought like that in the first Aldo fight, just like Ortega does.
If he comes in with any kind of health issues or if he has any problems cutting weight,
Ortega beats him.
Yeah, it's going to be a bad night for him. But if he comes in healthy, makes weight, no problem, looks good, it's about to be a bad night for Ortega.
Yep.
That's my thoughts. It's either.
But he says they both say after this fight they want to move up.
It's either going to be a bad night for Ortega or it's going to be a bad night for Max. Because
it's gonna be a bad night for somebody, though. I don't see this fight. I don't see this fight going to the distance.
It probably won't. You're right.
This fight going. Somebody getting finished within the first 3 rounds. I'm hesitant on saying. I'm hesitant on saying this fight makes it past the second round. I feel like I think Max is either gonna knock Brian Ortega out, or Brian Ortega is gonna do something. Like there's no, you don't know what Brian Ortega.
Max is very long, so he could go for like a knee bar or something.
Yeah, I mean, so I can see Brian
Ortega. He could pull a Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, he could pull a Tony Ferguson. Yeah,
that's a jiu-jitsu match I would like to see.
Yeah, I know, because Tony Ferguson is. People sleep on Tony Ferguson's jiu-jitsu, man. I'm telling you.
It's modern versus traditional.
It kind of reminds me of how people sleep on Mackenzie Dern's striking. You know what I'm saying?
She got them hands. She got power.
It kind of reminds me of that. You know,
that overhand is like the female version of Dan Henderson.
I mean, Taylor, I know you love Jessica Andrade, man, but bomb for bomb, Mackenzie Dern wins that fight, dog.
Oh, I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think so. Andrade fought at 135
and was putting bitches down.
That'll be a good.
But no, Dern's power is not to be slept on.
Not to be slept on at all. And Macy Barber gonna catch that heat too.
Really? I don't see that fight happening.
It might happen. It could happen. It could happen. I'm still waiting on. I'm still waiting on.
Macy asked for a fight with Paige Van Zant when Ostovich pulled out before she regained her fight.
Stop, Macy Barber.
Nah,
Stop.
Macy deserves a big fight.
No, she doesn't.
I think she does. I think she has something to prove. Do I think she beats Dern? Probably not, but I do see her giving troubles to a lot of other girls.
They end up putting her in there with somebody like Tatiana Suarez.
Oh God, no!
She's gonna get her ass beat.
But Tatiana, I think Tatiana is gonna be the eventual champ.
The Ortega said after this Max fight, he's gonna go do movies, and he's only gonna fight once or twice a year.
And then he said he's gonna go to 55.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Ortega at 155. Ooh.
They both will eventually move up.
Ooh,
yeah. I don't think Max. I think as he gets older, I don't think he's gonna have a choice, especially if something happens. If he has any trouble cutting weight for this fight, which normally around this time, if we don't hear something within the middle of the week, tomorrow or the next day, he probably should be okay.
Yeah, it's usually on that like Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Usually.
That's how it was last time.
Yeah.
As long as he started cutting weight at a decent time, doesn't have a lot left to go.
Hey guys, in the comment section, Alan Clanton says, "What's up, Brandon and Brady?" And he also says, "Valentina TKO 4th round."
Yeah, attaboy.
TKO.
Alan Clanton.
Alan Clanton says Valentina TKO 4th round.
What I said.
Oh
yeah, I said 4th or 5th, if not decision.
See, Alan's a smart kid.
He can be.
Be a smart kid or a smart ass.
Yep. Kind of like BJ.
Hey,
you just spitting your truth that you believe.
I just try to tell y'all. Y'all don't never want to listen to me. What did I tell y'all?
BJ just has wet dreams. I don't think he.
Hey, but didn't I call Antonina Shevchenko?
You did? No, you called it. I said it would be too soon.
I called it, and I hope it happens. I
said it would be too soon for Antonina.
That's going to be a good fight, man. But that's all we got for tonight, guys. I just wanted to get on and throw some content out there and cover those last 2 cards and upcoming.
Hey, what you call it? Doing a quick turnaround. Who's that? Doing a quick turnaround. Joe Benavidez.
Is he?
Yeah, he's gonna fight. What you call that? 234.
Oh
yeah.
Who's he fighting?
Yeah, that dude that just beat Sergio.
Figueroa. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The dude that just beat up Sergio.
Oh, wow! Already?
Yeah.
That's already been confirmed for 2.
It has. You're right. I saw that.
I just and guys, real quick before we get off.
Megan O'Leary.
Yeah.
Fucking prick.
They got married a couple years ago.
Oh fuck.
Who's dating Megan O'Leary?
Joseph Benavidez married her. Like
oh man,
lucky bastard.
Megan O'Leary is hot.
Yeah,
man, she's hotter than a fucking set of pistons on a Top Hill dragster.
She's not hotter than. She's not hotter than the chick that does. What's her name? Laura Sankos.
Oh,
I met her in Austin. I got a picture with her.
Oh, Laura Sankos is pretty. She's very pretty. But real quick,
I'll send it to you.
Zach Attell is stepping in at UFC Milwaukee for a short notice bout.
With who?
Yeah, I don't remember the guy's name, but he posted it today.
Can you believe BJ was about to do that to you? You said you wanted to talk about that.
There's not really much to talk about.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry, man.
No, there's not a whole lot to talk about.
Edson Barboza versus Dan Hooker.
That's a big fight.
God. Oh my God!
I think Bosa tears him up with his kicks.
Dude, I think Edson Barboza is gonna knock him out with a spinning
Those
back.
are so fast.
I think
he did that gas to Kevin Lee.
I think that's a must-win fight for Barboza.
I do too. Otherwise, it could be outs.
Yeah,
I think it's a do or die fight. I think that's a do or die.
And then could make or break Hooker too.
I think Hooker beats him.
I could see it. I don't have an issue with Hooker. He's legit.
I
I
like
can
Dan
see
Hooker.
Dan Hooker. I can see now. Sergio Pettis is also fighting Rob Font. So
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
That's
135.
either
I think Sergio's too quick.
it's
at
either a
bantamweight,
career-ending fight for Barbosa or it's a fucking gonna put
I
fucking.
wouldn't say career ending. I would say UFC ending.
Well,
UFC.
that's what I mean when I say
Yeah.
Okay,
if
yeah.
he loses, he's gonna be out of the UFC. If Hooker
Yeah.
wins, that's really gonna fucking throw him
I'd
in.
like to see Barbosa and Bellator.
I think another UFC ending fight is in the works for Paige Van Zant. I think
Yep.
If Paige loses to Rachel Ostovich,
I think she does.
I think she does too. I think she's
Rachel
out.
Ostovich fixing to put those fucking melons on her.
They both
Hey,
got some
I'm
now.
about to say Paige got melons too now.
Man,
That's why she moved up to 125.
yeah,
But
but
there's another key 125
she
fight
looked
at UFC Milwaukee too.
like a
What's that?
fucking gerbil though.
The female 125 division.
Oh yeah, Andrea Lee and
And
Jesse Rose
Jesse
Clark.
Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna
Ooh,
be a good one. That's got some serious title implications too.
yeah, it does. Jesse Rose Clark is a beast, and so is Andrea.
She is no joke. KG,
Yeah,
I think KGB beats her up.
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. But I think Kevin Lee beats Al Iaquinta though.
Oh, me
That's
too.
definitely possible.
I
I
think he
could see it.
finishes him.
I think
you
if he
think,
does, it's going to be from top mount like he did Tony.
What you say, Taylor?
I said I think Kevin Lee beats him.
I think Kevin Lee just outworks him,
Yeah,
man.
Kevin Lee's
think-
fucking awesome.
I think if Kevin Lee wins, it's full mount, ground and pound.
Just beats the
Yeah, that's
shit out of
yeah.
him.
But I think Al could outpoint him.
I don't know. I gotta go with Al on that.
I do too.
Because-
Al just fought
just
Khabib.
simply because he went.
That confidence of fighting 5 rounds with Khabib
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
while Connor tapped out.
But real quick, I want to ask y'all this though. I want to get my boys' opinion on Israel Adesanya versus Anderson Silva.
I don't like Adesanya, but he kills Silva.
He's gonna kill him, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
He's gonna get.
Why put that on the old man?
Silva's gone in the first round.
That's going to hurt his legacy.
They hiding. They keeping Israel Adesanya away from Paulo Costa. I don't care how you guys.
Yeah, well, they are, but they aren't. They don't want 2 rising stars to fight like that.
Well, Dana's already learned his lesson. All those damn cash cows have been exposed.
Why do you think he's got 2 in that division?
He wanted.
Plus, he's riding the train of Australia.
He wanted Francis Ngannou to fucking beat Stipe. That didn't happen.
And then after that, Curtis Blades beats Overeem. He wanted Blades to be the next cash cow.
That didn't happen.
And he just got beat.
Yeah, he got beat.
Dana
bad.
White says it was an early stoppage.
Well, you know he's going to make excuses for his people, but
I watched the highlights and I agreed with the stoppage.
I just think that Israel Adesanya's team, his management team,
Too young.
I just don't think they want him to fight Paulo Costa.
That's an interesting fight, though, but
because they know. I'm pretty sure that the risk is too much.
Oh
The
yeah,
risk-
Paul Costas would fuck him up.
The
I
risk.
don't think so.
The risk of getting in there and mixing it up with.
I think Costa would get gassed and teed off on, and possibly TKO'd.
I think Adesanya would dance around him for a little bit and let him gas out, and then. But I mean, that's just another one of those fights where you take out a coin, you flip it.
Right.
Because I mean, all the Israel Adesanya can use all the
That's
techniques.
right.
in the world.
Costa hits on one cell, it could be lights out.
Exactly.
Costa's
Look at
either gonna waste him, and Costa's either gonna waste him, or Adesanya's gonna fucking, you know what I mean, just stick and move.
Those body shots from Costa.
oh my god, dude, Jesus!
It could be a devastating knockout on Costa.
I still want to see Costa versus Romero.
Oh, I wanted to see that fight so bad, man.
I think it got rebooked, if I'm correct. I could be wrong.
It's supposed to be the first fight on the ESPN.
Is it?
The same card that Rachel Ostovich and Paige Van Zant's fighting on.
I don't know.
That's what.
Right now, I'm not thinking past 231. That fucking
Right.
No.
But we're talking about Adesanya. People are saying that this fight could bring the old Silva back.
It could.
You're gonna make him younger?
Those motherfuckers aren't that good.
Right? Yeah, right.
I mean,
I don't know. It could be a. Think about it. It could be a really boring fight.
Yeah, but Silva could show up though.
All that he didn't look bad against DC on the feet. He just got ragdolled in the grappling.
Hey, what about Derek Brunson? He looked like garbage.
He did. So did Brunson, though.
I don't think Brunson's good. Never have.
I don't either.
I don't know why people think he's so fucking good. Yeah.
Everyone thought that Brunson was a legit test for Adesanya. I'm like, Brunson is so overrated.
Robert Whittaker put his ass to sleep.
Brunson's wrestling is garbage.
That's like people thought that
garbage.
People thought
everything is.
People thought Uriah Hall was a big challenge for Paulo Costa too.
He was his toughest challenge, but he didn't even really. He did a little bit.
Who beat that ass?
Who was that motherfucker that knocked out Roundtree?
Oh, Johnny Walker or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, that's the name of whiskey.
That dude's fucking legit, man.
Dude, I want to see more of that guy. I thought it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, who thought that fucking Roundtree was gonna get slept?
Roundtree got slept.
His chin has always been suspect.
He's had a rocky road since the Ultimate Fighter.
He has, and he's got so much potential.
He's had a rocky road, but he's this last loss.
I think if he could be a little more aggressive, he's got that power, but he's just so patient.
Do you guys think that Conor and Poirier fight happens?
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think if it's a 5-rounder, I think a Poirier wins. If it's a 3, I got Conor.
If it's a 3-round fight, I got Conor. Yeah, you're right. But if it's a 5-round fight, I got
Poirier.
Because Conor's gonna gas, and Poirier
is durable at 155.
If he can keep the distance and keep away from the strikes, the big strikes, from McGregor, but then again, McGregor's striking kind of got exposed a little bit in the Khabib fight.
I wouldn't say that as much as Conor just didn't look like himself at all in that fight.
I mean, people were really banking on his striking, and Khabib
and his striking was not there in that fight at all.
I mean, Khabib
was sloppy. He's normally really technical and got all that movement. He was a sitting duck for Khabib to take him down.
I think his ego got ahead of him in that one.
I think so too. He got humbled.
Khabib dropped him with that clean right hand.
He did. It surprised Conor. He got up and he's like, "Oh shit!"
I think fucking Conor got drunk all fucking weekend and fucking.
Right? He did. He just looked like shit.
He thought that shit was gonna be easy because fucking he seen what Alaquenta did to him. He's like, "Well, fuck."
Right.
If I hit him like that, he's going to sleep.
Yeah.
I think Chad Mendes is a big threat to Khabib.
Nah. Chad Mendes wouldn't have shit on Khabib. I want to see Mendes versus Volkanovski. That's going to be a good one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, who else on that 231 card? Or didn't that fight? What is it? Bosniak and
Ooh. What are you talking about? Let me see. No, it's not on 231.
Or was it Bektik?
Mirshard Bektik?
Yeah.
I think he got hurt for something coming up here. I don't remember who he was supposed to fight.
I think it was on the prelim card, or maybe it was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mirshard Bektik had a fight.
Yeah.
Well, it's been taken off, apparently.
Yeah, I think he got hurt.
Damn.
It's not showing up. It's definitely not showing up.
I think they replaced him.
What's after 231?
Milwaukee, isn't it?
No, yeah, Milwaukee's after that.
Yeah.
And then there's another card, and then it's Jones, Gus.
Jones and Gus.
What do y'all think about that fight?
Jones
is going to kill him.
He is. Easy work. He's going to mop the floor with Gus.
We'll
save that discussion for a later date.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Before the pay-per-view.
We're covering too much here. We ain't going to have no other...
Yeah, right?
Well, shit, guys. We're going to bring it to a close. We had a good discussion tonight, fellas. I appreciate you guys joining in. Brady, I appreciate you coming on, man. First time on. We definitely appreciate you coming. You definitely got to come back.
Should have been like my 20th time on.
Exactly. Right? Shout out to MMA Freaks, guys. If you guys are not part of MMA Freaks on Facebook, you are not talking MMA. I'm telling you. And also, shout out to One Up MMA.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't reading One Up MMA's articles, you're not MMA fans and you're not reading MMA. So let's get those show those guys some love. Absolutely, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop your comments in the comment section. Once again, you can find Brady and Brandon on Facebook at MMA Freaks. You can find Taylor on Facebook at One Up MMA, on Twitter, One Up MMA. So hit those guys up, check out what they're doing. And we're gonna bring this thing to a close, guys. Thank you guys for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
No problem.
Yeah,
Until next
catch you
time.
next time.
We'll catch y'all next time, and we out.